Right now, a lot of people looking at their career options feel stuck between two very different paths. On one side, there is the traditional college route, which is expensive and often doesn't guarantee a job. On the other side, there are physical trades like plumbing or welding, which offer stability but require specific physical aptitudes that not everyone has. Right in the middle of this landscape, artificial intelligence has suddenly arrived. The problem is that our traditional schools and training institutions are still figuring out how to adapt to it. If you look at this map of traditional career paths, with a 4-year degree on the left and physical labor on the right, AI currently floats in this large, undefined space in the center. In many classrooms today, it is treated as one of two extremes, either a shortcut students use to write essays, or an elite computer science subject meant only for engineers. This gap makes it difficult to find clear instruction on how to use AI for normal, everyday work. It is rare to find a place that teaches you how to take these digital tools and turn them into a reliable, hireable skill. That leaves millions of smart, capable people sitting on the sidelines. They have access to an incredibly powerful technology, but no practical map for how to make a living with it. That is where AOS Vanguard comes in. Instead of treating AI as an academic theory, Vanguard approaches it as a modern, practical trade. Most tech courses focus on memorizing specific prompts or learning how to use a software tool for its own sake. We focus on something else entirely. The entire goal here is learning how real-world businesses actually run, finding the bottlenecks that slow them down, and then setting up an AI assistant to clear the jam. It takes artificial intelligence out of the realm of mysterious magic and turns it into a set of grounded, reliable tools in a worker's tool belt. Right now, if you want to learn AI, the training usually falls into one of two buckets. You either spend years learning to write code, or you watch a 5-minute internet video on how to write a clever question. This graph shows those extremes on the left and right, but here in the center is the missing middle, where everyday business operations live. As this expands, the AI operator acts as a bridge, connecting basic tools to create concrete solutions. Operating AI is a distinct discipline. It requires zero coding, but it takes much more thought and planning than just casually typing questions into a chat box. Let's look at how this works in reality. Imagine a busy local dental clinic. Before you even open a laptop, the very first step in the Vanguard process is to map out exactly how that clinic handles their daily work, like taking in new patient requests. By watching the workflow, you notice the receptionist spends hours copying information from voicemails and emails into scheduling software. As the day gets busy, messages get buried and names get mistyped. Every time a message sits on read for hours or a phone number is entered wrong, the clinic loses a potential patient. That is real money walking out the door. Finding that specific broken process is your foundation. You have to understand the human problem completely before you can even think about introducing a digital solution. Once you know exactly what is slowing the clinic down, you design a setup to fix it. This flowchart maps the setup. Initial input, messy voicemails, passes through an AI tool to extract names and times, creating clean output for human approval. Watch the data move without complex code, simply connecting tools using basic logic. To make sure that AI doesn't go off track and start inventing false information, you apply guardrails. These are clear instructions telling the system exactly what to look for and what to ignore. Then you format the final output so it perfectly matches the clinic's existing schedule. The receptionist doesn't have to learn new software. They just glance at the clean data and click approve. By the end of this process, you have produced a tangible, working system that saves a local business hours of tedious work every single week. This specific skill of operating AI is opening doors for two distinct groups of people. First, young adults who look at massive student loans or heavy manual labor and realize neither is the right fit. For them, learning to orchestrate these tools is an incredibly accessible first trade. It provides a way to step right into the workforce with a skill that businesses desperately need today. The second group is mid-career professionals. They already know exactly how businesses run, but they are looking at the news and worrying about AI making their current roles obsolete. Learning AI orchestration acts as an equalizer. It takes their hard-earned operational knowledge and gives it fresh power, translating into long-term job security, regardless of their age. You do not need to be a software engineer to be incredibly valuable in the modern economy. The workforce is full of people who occasionally use a chatbot to help write an email, but the real advantage belongs to the people who can combine multiple tools into reliable workflows. Companies will heavily favor these system builders because a working solution that saves time and reduces errors is valuable in any economy. With AOS Vanguard, you learn how to turn AI into a personal trade, giving you the power to build your first real, valuable system.